If you just started drawing, or if you have been drawing for a while, this is a question that probably came up before. Which art style should I be drawing in? Hi, I'm Duck, and today we're going to talk about art style. I have been drawing for a few years now. I started around COVID. But every time I draw, I struggle to settle on a personal style. Every illustration I make seems to change in style, and I've always felt dissatisfied about it. But a while ago, something clicked, and art style is no longer a topic I felt anxious about. But to understand why, we first have to understand, what is an art style? Take a look at these examples from two of my favorite artists. The one on the left is by Loom, and the one on the right is by Iris. Both of these drawings are for the game Arknights, but even when they are both in-game sprites, they both have their own distinct styles. Loom's art is more clearly lined, and the shadows have a defined edge, while Iris's art appear more painterly, with more blending between light and shadow, and with less defined line art. Well, maybe you can't tell the difference between these pieces of art, but at least these two, you won't say it's from the same artist, right? An art style, simply put, are the choices you make when you are painting. The way you choose to interpret what you see in the real world onto the canvas. It could be how you draw your lines. Are they messy or clean? Do you keep them at the end of the drawing, or do you blend it into the shapes? Are they thick? Are they thin? Are there line weight variations? It could be how you draw color and lighting. Is the drawing colored or grayscale? Does it have shadows or is it flat? Are there transitions or is it one clean edge? It could be how you do the textures and brushes. There are some artists out there that you can recognize the work of without even seeing the full piece. You can just tell it's their drawing from the brushstroke alone. It could be anatomy or proportion. Do you keep your characters realistic, or do you simplify and stylize them? Art styles also extend beyond just anime-style illustrations, and they can range from photographic realism to the simple and humble stickman. American comics, cartoons, Ghibli movies, Japanese anime, Chinese anime, your favorite BL manhwa, furries, and many other things. There's an infinite amount of styles in between these two extremes. So with so many options out there, it's only natural that the question, what style should I draw in, comes up. Now that you understand what makes up an art style, to find the one that will suit you the most, you have to ask yourself, why do I want an art style? I think for a lot of people, the answer is simple. Because the professional artists have one, and I think it's cool. And you would be correct. Having a unique style is certainly a quality of a good artist. A lot of the art that we consume, the professional works you see every day on social media or in other places, have their unique and cool styles. So it's very natural that you arrive at the conclusion, if most professional artists have a style, then I need to have one too. And this is what I felt for the longest time. But this is a trap. Most artists don't begin drawing with a style. They develop it over time while first building up fundamentals. Fundamentals are the underlying skills and decisions that shape how you draw, and by extension, your art style. So, instead of what style should I have, the question becomes, what do I have to learn to make these decisions well? Remember the list from earlier? Lines, color, lighting, texture, anatomy, proportion, compositions, and more. You'll first need to understand how to manipulate each and every one of them before you can mix and match different ways of drawing them together to create a style. Trying to achieve an art style without first learning at least a bit of fundamentals is like trying to build a fast F1 car without knowing about different tire types. Here is where master studies come in handy. There is nothing wrong about copying another artist's style when you're learning. Everyone starts out drawing by copying what they love. If you have an artist in your mind that you love, observe and copy the way they draw. But that wouldn't be enough. Your style wouldn't come from just copying one of them. Don't just stop there. Look at different artists, watch movies and shows, look into different mediums, find details you like about different pieces of art. Maybe you like how this artist uses his colors. Maybe you like the delicate line art from that artist. Maybe you like how this movie tells the story. Maybe you like the clothes from that fashion designer. Learn them all, find out what you like and don't like, and then figure out a way to incorporate all of that into a style you can call your own. Liking a certain style should never lock you out from experimenting with a completely different one. It is natural for your taste to change over time, and with that, your art style. So experiment a lot. Once you spend enough time studying, observing, and incorporating things that you like into your drawings, your style will start emerging on its own. It's going to be a little bit of the artist you first started looking up to, a little bit of the cartoon show you remembered fondly when you were a kid, a little bit inspired by each and every one of the artists that you chose to learn from, and maybe it's a lot of bits of the artists that you're currently learning from. And all of that is going to add up to your art style. It's going to be full of your personality. And that, I think, is more important now than ever. We live in a world where countless images are uploaded every second, and it is only getting easier and faster to do so. We scroll through so many pictures every day. The 30 hours you spend on a piece might just be a flick of a finger for another person. But don't let it discourage you. All the experience that you have or will accumulate is not something that someone else can just prompt or shortcut. It will become the thing that makes your art special, that no other person can recreate. And the people that want to appreciate your art will always find you in the end. This is a video aimed at those that are confused, maybe anxious about their artistic identity. What is my style? Is the style good? Should I draw anime or realism? On the surface, it might be about technicality, the hows and whys of drawing. But I think putting too much emphasis on that will make you lose sight of what's truly important to you. You shouldn't let a style define your path. You shouldn't rush because you feel like you don't have a style. Slow down and pay attention to yourself. There will be things that you can see, experience, and do that even the masters you look up to cannot. You have a voice within you that yearns to express itself. Isn't that why you picked up drawing in the first place? You saw a piece of art so great that it made you want to know how to do it yourself. And along the way, you will learn so much, not just about art, but about yourself as well. The evolution of your own art is, in my opinion, one of the most rewarding parts of drawing when you look back at it 5, maybe 10 years from now. I may not have a style I can call my own yet, but it's just a sign that I'm still learning and improving. I believe that the greatest styles come from those who aren't afraid to be themselves. So don't worry about the style too much. Try many things. If it doesn't gel, then try even more things. Be patient. The journey ahead is long. I hope you find your voice one day. So yeah, that was all the content of the video. Thank you for watching. And I'm just going to ramble in the postscript now. This video was, believe it or not, just going to be a narrated time-lapse. And as I wrote the script, I just kept changing it more and more, adding more things to it. And eventually it became whatever that was. It's the first proper video I ever wrote. So I hope it was, if not educational for you, at least somewhat motivational. But yeah, if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.